What's going on, you guys? Litmantuck is coming back at you with another book review, and today I want to talk about Underpowered Howard. I'm towards the end of the book. I haven't even completed it yet, but I'm enjoying it so much I did wanted to hop on and talk about this book and definitely recommend it. Now, you see, if you look at the title of the book, Underpowered Howard, it is what it is, but at the same time, he is overpowered as well. So I'm going to put some spoilers in here. So if you don't want it to be spoiled for you, then you can go ahead and click off this and come back later after you've read it. If you are like me and you don't really mind spoilers, you can read books over and over and over again and just squeeze the life out of a book, you can check out this review. And so Howard, the main character, basically, whenever people get a little older, they go in the game in hopes of a new life. Wait a minute. My light ran out of light. Hold on. Let me get my stuff fixed. Where's my secretary at? Oh, I'm the secretary. There we go. So anyway, Underpowered Howard, he's basically looking for a new life. He's 70 years old, so he hops into the game. And the object is to beat a certain level of the game. So what he did, he took the conservative role because he was like, all right, if I power up enough to where everything will be easy, I'm going to spend some extra time powering up. So basically, he got himself up to like level 13 or 1400 or something insane like that. He spent all this extra time, but when he got to the main boss, and this doesn't spoil the book because this happens kind of at the beginning. When he got to the main boss, it was kind of a doppelganger, and basically the doppelganger was him with just a little bit more strength. So a certain amount of percentage of more strength than him. So the problem with that is since he leveled up to 1300, he was super powerful enough to beat anybody. Well, he powered himself up too much. So anything that's made the same as him that's a little bit stronger is going to be even more of a percentage stronger. So he ended up losing, but he didn't want to lose all of his lives because once you lose all your lives, you're done. You're dead. That's it. But if you can beat that character, then you basically become a god and you go off. But he was like, yo, I think people are coming up into this area and they're getting murked. They're getting killed and nobody knows about it. I think this part of the game is broken. It's penalizing people for powering up so much. So his goal is to break the game. So he was too powerful. He had too many buffs. Therefore, his enemy or his doppelganger had too many buffs. And so what he started to do, he was like, you know what? I'm going to start all over. So in this particular game, you can basically start from scratch. You can start all the way over, go back to level 0. You can reclass. So he ended up reclassing like 15. Hold on one second. So he ended up reclassing like 15 to 17 times, and he purposely chose necromancer. And I'm going to leave it right there. I'm not going to spoil any more than that. But he chose necromancer so he can kind of game and just kind of cheat the system and take advantage of a system to show the people who created the game that this game is broken and there's some things that need to be fixed. So he goes on through the book and it's very entertaining. It's very funny. I love the pace of it. It reminds me of two things. So the main character that he had to beat at the beginning, that was basically a doppelganger that became a little bit more powerful than he was. It reminded me of a cobra in another book. I think it's called The Way of the Shaman, where he had to fight something, and he ended up beating it by making this dragon become a small worm. Like he gave his dragon poison, and the dragon leveled all the way down to 1, and therefore the monster leveled all the way down to 2. And so that level 1 worm could beat the level 2. So anyway, that it reminded me. And it also reminds me of the book World Tree Online. The main character reminds me a lot of Vince. Just they don't have the same power. Just something about him reminds me of him. Now, I did look. Let's see here. The author, the book is by John L. Monk. And so I checked out some of his. I was like, man, what else does he have? Because I don't have any other books of him. It's narrated by Neil Helligers, and I was put on to him by the Good Guy and Bad Guy series. Very amazing narrator. But let me go back to John L. Monk. Some of his other books are Chronicles of Ethan, the complete series. I'm definitely going to get that. Mythia, I don't know if I wrote that right. Hard Mode and Karma's Touch. And these are all narrated by Travis Baldery. And I can listen to him all day. He's an excellent narrator. So check out the book. Tell me what you think. If you've already checked it out, let me know what you think in the comments. Hope this review was helpful for you, and I will see you on the next one.